the whole coronavirus is bringing out so many different personalities, so many different value systems, and it's crazy to see these Karens and Kevins like denied entry to a store or a restaurant, denied service because they're not wearing a mask, and they're like, "It's my right to not wear a mask." Like, do they not see the irony that for how many years Black people and brown people are denied service and entry at certain places just because of the color of their skin? Never mind whether they might be sick or not, or they're not wearing a mask. They don't see that. They think that this is denying them their rights. Motherfucker, you've been denying rights since the birth of the country, right? When in the Constitution it says that a Black person is 3/5 of vote, right? That's fucking tyranny. That is oppression. Not fucking, hey, maybe you should wear a mask at a grocery store because there's a pandemic. And it's not gonna stop it, but it's gonna keep people from spreading germs, right? No, my rights, it's just such white privilege. And what's happening right now, and it's a dangerous time, white people are losing their power, they're losing their position in society. And the white allies, like we call them, the white allies, they're going with it, right? They're going with the flow. And they're like, yeah, I can share power. Great. Let's all share power. But the motherfuckers who want to keep power, the power-hungry white people, they're losing their shit. Like, they don't want to be told what to do. They don't want to even hear Spanish or any other language. They don't want to live in a world that does not revolve around whiteness. And they're losing their shit. And so they're going to fight us. And we'll fight back, right? But that's just basically what's going on right now. And it's crazy. It's crazy. I don't know if we forgot to tell you, but we were at Albertsons and we were just the grocery store, and this guy, he had a rainbow bandana around his neck. I'll let you infer what that means. And he has a clipboard, and he's like, "You want to raise money for the local schools?" And I'm like, "Yeah, the local schools are fucking underfunded. And they're shit, and there's no taxes here. So yeah, let's raise money. Let's raise taxes." I'm like, "Is that what you mean, raising taxes for?" He's like, "Yeah, I try not to say that because people get angry." I'm like, "No, well, they're fucking stupid. Like, you get what you get out of the system when you pay into it, right? If you want a system that doesn't do shit for anybody, yeah, lower taxes." But then I get the corruption argument, all this stuff. But whatever. Anyways, so we're talking to this guy and this old white lady in a big white pickup truck, SUV. She's in the parking lot. She's leaving the parking lot, but she rolls up to us with the window down, and she asks the guy, "Are you only signing Democrats? Are you a Democrat?" And he goes, "Ma'am." He goes, "Are you just you can't just sign Democrats? It's like, "No, I'm not doing that. I'm signing. There's a petition for local education." And she looks at us. "Don't register Democrats unless you want to go to Russia," and then drives away. And I was like, I was about to get ready with my phone and be like, "TikTok star," but she didn't say anything too crazy. But Brazil was pissed because she's like, would she have said that to us if we were white? Did she say that to us because we were brown and she thought we were some ignorant Mexican immigrants who don't know anything and like we're being, some white Democratic party operative is trying to get us into their part? No, we're Latinos, yes, but like we know what's going on. She didn't assume. She assumed that we didn't know what was going on and that she had to tell us. She was really fucking pissed about that. She was like really offended. Like, so that was the only Karen thing that we've faced so far. But watching all these videos, you're like, man, one of these days somebody's gonna fucking pull my Karen card, and they're gonna. I wonder what I'm gonna say, what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna wild out. Like these videos, people don't know how to argue, and a lot of these Karens, they're just unbalanced. Like I used to work in that retirement home on the Alzheimer's ward with dementia and shit, and I know people who are just out of it, either with medication or whatever. And so people are like, "You're a Karen, you're racist, you're fucking..." No, that person's probably just out of it. Yeah. They're just fucking, what do they say? The fucking cheese is slid off the toast or whatever the fuck they say.
That's good. I've never heard of that.
Something like that. The cheese is slid off the hamburger. And that's all it is. Like, you're not going to fucking teach them about racism. They're fucking crazy, And so you arguing with who's crazier? The crazy person saying some fucking foul shit, or the person, the social justice warrior, who's arguing the crazy person?
Right.
It was just, anyways.
Crazy, nigga.
Yeah.
I want to get involved in a Karen incident. I want a Karen incident. It'd be
What would you
hilarious.
say?
I don't know, man. I just say I know some wild shit. It'd be hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, there's a part of you, right? That's Rocio's like that. Rocio, ever since I met her, she's eye for an eye, right? I remember she would tell Karina when she was like 5 or 6, like, somebody hits you, you hit them back. And I'm like, no, you don't do that, you know? An eye for an eye leaves everybody blind. She's like, fuck that. Leave everybody blind, motherfucker. There's not going to be any eyeballs at this party. But and she's like that, right? She's like, if a Karen says something to me, I'm going to fucking flip out on them. I'm like, nah, that doesn't do anything. It doesn't do anything. They're ignorant and you're just popping off at the mouth and it's just a bunch of yelling and they don't learn their lesson. She goes, no, but they got to learn that they can't just go around saying shit like that. That's not going to teach them that, you know? And it drains your energy. It drains your essence to be like, I'm going to spend fucking 10, 15 minutes trying to educate this Karen who's probably not a Karen and is probably just crazy. Like, it's just a waste of life, you know? It's just a waste of life. But maybe I would say, I don't know, but I agree. You have to say something, right? You have to say, you can't just be like, because they think that's what they think, right? They think we're like immigrants. They think that we are our immigrant parents. And we're like, oh, sorry, señora, but no sé, que no sé, pues, you know? They think that's what we're going to do, right? And so we have to, this is Rocio's argument, you have to clap back at them for those immigrants who don't know English. Right, and who are going to get abused, get chewed out by some Karen. You have to, you know, fucking use your words against them, you know? And so that's the argument. But, so, again, that's why if somebody says something to me, I guess it depends on where we are or what they say, but I don't know what I would say. You know, I don't know if I would go, you know, the Michelle Obama route, they go low, we go high, or if I'd go, you can't do that to me, you know?
Or like that dude, homie in Vegas that got knocked out, got slept when I landed in for 24 hours. Wow. You got to have a range. You got to go start low or you got to go extremely high. And that was it.
That nigga forgot about you. He forgot about you for what, 2 seconds. And that was his last mistake.
That was
his last mistake. I always think about that guy. I wonder the story he tells about that night, you know?
Yeah, I wonder how he woke up and, you know, he probably had a very huge knot right here.
He probably tells his friends that he got jumped by like some Mexicans.
He probably doesn't even know what happened.
Yeah.
I mean, he was so out of it.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like it might honestly rearrange in his head because he remembers dark people and he remembers being in a parking lot probably. And then he remembers the fucking cement. And the tires right by his fucking face.
You almost ran him over.
I was going, hey man.
Get his legs. Watch his legs. Oh, shit.
If you're going to put a hand on my wife and you get knocked out, then I'm not in charge of what happens to your body after that, right? I'm not. If you don't care about my body or my wife's body, then I don't care about your body. You know,
No, agreed.